guys, and welcome back to Rose of Winter, and this is pretty cool so far. I honestly kind of like Tyron's route more than the others, but a little bit above Kuya's route because I like Kuya's route as well. I'm not a big fan of the first one we did, because I've done that so many times to get an achievement, because I was supposed to go through that route like 5 times in order to get the achievement, the Time Traveler's Waifu. So, and the next route is my least favorite. It's just, I found it weird. So, anyway, let's continue. Before humans walked the earth, we ate fish and deer, and drank water and breathed air. None of these things questioned our right to consume them. We took what we needed and slept when we were tired. Sometimes we fought each other, but all disputes were eventually settled by the will of the stars. Sorry if you guys notice random pauses here and there. I'm doing this all in one session, and so I kind of have a soda over here, and I keep drinking it when I cut between videos. And so I'll do different pauses so I can burp, so I don't burp in your ear, because that would be gross, and I wouldn't want you guys to feel uncomfortable. But when humans arrived, you spoke and felt as we did. You wept and begged or tried to reason for your lives. Despite all appearances, you seem to be closer in spirit to dragons than you were to the beasts of the earth. Before humans, the dragon's actions were never right or wrong, but now we wondered if eating a human was evil. The stars were curiously silent on the subject. You might say that humans brought evil into our world. Perhaps the temptation to do wrong is what makes you so delicious to us dragons. What do you think? I don't know. I think that terms like good and evil are very limited to ways to describe the world. That doesn't make me feel any better. It wasn't meant to. You know, it's kind of strange when I hear you talk like that. To get the good ending, we've got to hit this choice. It makes my heart beat faster. Are you sure that isn't just fear? Oh, sure, it's scary, but it's not just that. I left my home, which was cozy and safe, to try and be a knight. I want to live by my sword and my wits to fight stuff and get strong. You are already strong. Okay, stronger. Sure, I want to be a knight so I could do good things and protect people. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't love the thrill of it. Fighting beasts 10 times my size and going places I've never gone before and staring death in its stupid face. Sounds like that's the kind of world you live in. It makes me wish I were a dragon too. I'm surprised you would say such a thing. You seem so sweet and kind-hearted to me. Yeah, well, that's how you look to me. Looks can be deceiving. I'm not totally serious. Of course I don't really want to stop being a human or anything like that. But wow, I don't know how to describe this feeling. You live by strength, take what you need, and don't care about anything else. You're so lucky. I'm very tired. Will you help me take off my robes so I may sleep? Oh, sure. My hands are trembling. Slowly, carefully, I peel off his robes, layer by layer. I try not to, but when I let my eyes drift to his face, I see him watching me. I feel warm all over. The more robes come off, the more I can feel his body, the more my hands feel rough and clumsy, dealing with his delicate frame. Underneath his winter layers, he is long and slender. His scales run over his chest and arms. I really want to touch and see what they feel like, but of course I never would. He falls asleep quickly, but I lie awake for a little while, watching his slim chest rise and fall. I don't want to take my eyes off of him, but I don't know if it's out of fear or some other feeling. That's harder to describe. We set out again at sunrise. I feel refreshed and a little more calm. Tyrion, however, is still weakened and exhausted. Do you need extra help walking today? No, I'll find my footing, but it is kind of you to ask. He stays close to me as we start down the path. We spoke a great deal about me and my kind yesterday. But what about you? I feel I hardly know anything about you. Oh gosh, I'm not sure what to say. Do you really want to know about me? I told you, I don't kid around. Remember my attempt last night? Didn't go over very well? Good point. Well, let's see. I grew up on a farm with my parents and my brothers and sisters. As you know, I left home to be a knight. It hasn't worked out so well, but I'm trying. A brave and chivalrous knight. I've come across a few of those in my time. You wanted to slay monsters, didn't you? I guess you could say that. What else? What sorts of things do you like? Oh, I like songs. I like singing in my free time, that's me. Let's see, I like the old songs that the bards sing. My father knew a lot of them. He plays the lute. Mother says she hates it, but you can tell she really doesn't. Those songs carry a little piece of history in them. All you have to do is remember a nice little melody, and you're helping keep all those ancient memories alive. Of course, I like hearing about the old knights and their deeds, too. Maybe I'll have a song written about me one day. Perhaps, I don't know what perhaps is, but perhaps the tale of your legendary clash with the Great Worm Tyroon. Great Worm, huh? You sure think a lot of yourself. We dragons are not known for our humility. Sorry. I hope that wasn't too boring. Not at all. You little ones have such short lives. You search for meaning in every detail. I've always found it interesting, the way you collect sentimental trinkets and decorate your homes. I never thought of it like that, I guess. You don't decorate your lair at all? Oh yes, of course. I have a lovely armchair and floral rug in the southern corner of my cave. You should definitely go back to not telling jokes. You say so. And you don't have a lover? What? What makes you say that? It's just a guess, although an educated one. Do you? No. What about you? Dawson's Camellia. Camellia. It's so strange to think that she was a real person, someone you actually knew. She must have been really pretty. She was certainly not the most beautiful woman of any village, as your fairy tale described, nor frankly, the smartest or even the most kind-hearted. But she had a way about her. It made you feel like she was the most important woman in the world. You'd do anything just to make her happy. You remind me of her in some ways. Oh, thank you. Although, I'm not sure that it was supposed to be a compliment. And also, he's talking about someone he might have eaten alive. Yeah. Sorry, I was like trying to adjust myself in my seat because I'm getting really uncomfortable. My legs are getting tired. Yeah, those don't sound like the words of the person who killed her. Or do they? He hasn't actually said he did it, but he hasn't denied it either. He keeps talking about the ancient ways of dragons and good and evil and stuff. What do I know about things like this anyway? Is love always this complicated? Love is very complicated, and that's why I don't date. Because I don't like dealing with complications of life. I just want to go with the flow, you know? But I mean, now that I'm older and more mature, I wouldn't mind dating. He says nothing more and we keep walking. The wind is colder today, the sky clouded over. This journey has been easier than I expected, but Mount Needle may still earn its reputation. We come to a rushing river and find the wreckage of the bridge I intended us to cross. It's also the only bridge around for miles. Well, excuse my language, but this is a bit of a pickle. That's totally harsh language there. In my true form, I could step right across a river like this. And that's definitely not an option. No, even maintaining this useless shape is exhausting in the cold. Then, I'll just have to carry you across. Is that entirely necessary? We could walk along the bank and hope we find another bridge, but that might take hours and we don't even know if there is one. You want to get to the city quickly, right? You'll get wet, and so will our supplies. We can make a fire and dry up. And anyway, I came prepared for this kind of thing. The supplies are wrapped up and waterproof. Very well. Theron draws close to me, and I put my arms around his waist and lift. Even with his piles of robes, he's shockingly light. I put his arms around my shoulders so I could feel his skin brush just for a moment against my face. Even his scales are light and soft. I easily lift him high enough that the water won't touch him. This will be a piece of cake, I hope. Carefully, I step into the rushing water. The current is strong, but the river isn't too deep, or even all that far across. Ideally, I'd throw a rope and try to steady us, but I can't do that while I'm carrying him at the same time. Theron says nothing, but I feel him shiver in my arms. I can do this. Don't worry. I trust you, Rosemary. His body shakes, but his voice is steady. Maybe he really does trust me. I guess I have to trust him too. We start across the river. I take it one step at a time, carefully seeking out good footing so we don't slip. The freezing water rushes around my legs, but I keep my balance. I can feel Theron holding tight. I won't let him fall. Midway across, the water is up to my chest, and I think that's as high as it will go. We are in good shape. I'm holding Theron steadily out of the water. We're almost there. Just a little more. All of a sudden, the wind begins to shriek. Theron's long hair whips into my face and eyes, and the freezing water froths around us. A blanket of black clouds overtakes the sky, and that's all the warning we get. Then suddenly, the snow crashes around in thick, suffocating sheets. This awful mountain is known for its sudden, violent storms that come and go in the blink of an eye. I should have known the weather was way too good to be true. Rosemary, don't worry, I've got you. A blast of snow hits me like a cannonball. Rip. I fall. Theron tumbles into the river and disappears in the freezing foam. It happens so quickly, it hardly registers. No. No! I won't let this happen. I can't let this happen. I am a knight, and I will protect my prince. My hand finds a jutting rock and grabs hold. I pull myself up out of the water and try to make sense of what's happening. My body aches with cold, but every ounce of my strength is dedicated to keeping myself focused. The flash of a scaly arm breaks out of the water ahead and desperately grasping the air. He's still close enough that I can reach him. Theron, hold on, I'm coming! The wind screams, the river roars around me. I block it all out and lunge forward, grabbing Theron and dragging his body out of the water. I have no idea how long it takes me to make it to the other side. I'm giving everything I have just to hold us together. Theron is heavy in my arms, soaking wet and freezing, but I hold on tight. I'll never let go of him again. Never let go, Jack. We make it out of the river. The snow is heavier than I've ever seen. Theron looks diminished, pale. His body is shaking violently. I'm scared. You saved me. Are you kidding? I'm the one who put you in danger. No, it was the river that almost killed me. It would have, if not for you. My eyes burn with tears. No, there's no time to cry. We won't be safe until I get us somewhere warm. And that's where I'm going to end the video. On a cliffhanger. Dun dun dun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Stay quiet and have fun out there.